special friends. So Mars Chiron aspects today. So Mars Chiron aspects always are going to point to a wounding of the assertiveness or the proactive drive, one's confident timing and their perception of their instincts or their reaction to those. Mars is essentially how we hunt, how we go after what we want, and how we deal with conflict. Venus is what we want, but Mars is how we get what we want. So we can struggle with a lack of confidence with Mars Chiron aspects, when to strike, when to take action, with many types of aspects for Mars to Chiron. Sexual assertiveness, lack of confidence in one's performance can also accompany hard Mars Chiron aspects at times. We can question our abilities, and this leads to a lack of impulse initiative that really comes from a healthy, functioning, well-expressed Mars. The positives that can come from Mars Chiron aspects stem from how we use our physical, our athletic energy to heal and to heal others. A natural conduit for energy. Mars Chiron aspects really illustrate the archetype of the enlightened warrior. And Mars runs best on instinct, which is spontaneous. So when engaged in battle, the Mars archetype really doesn't have time to mull over a decision. The warrior that doubts himself is going to die first. The faster he responds, the more likely he is to survive and win. So too often we will give ourselves too much time to doubt our intuition, and we get into analysis paralysis after that moment of instinctual impulse is gone. So we'll thwart our own correct timing, our responses. So a worthwhile test of our instinctual responsiveness is to get into the middle of a fast-paced or even dangerous situation and see how well you follow your instincts. So with the conjunction, we have a blending of the warrior with the healer to create a type of energetic physician. They can use their energy output to assist and heal others without questioning that their instincts for what they're doing or what they're targeting are correct. The hands can often actually be hot with energy, with the conjunction. They can make the best Reiki and energy healers, massage therapists, somatic therapists of all kinds. And there's going to be a natural understanding of the mechanisms for how energy moves, how illness operates, and how healing is then best achieved. With the opposition, we can sometimes see a defensive thread running through somebody. Seeing wounding coming from others that may actually be from the assumption of wounding. Feeling as if one has to be on guard against an offense. So they're also on the defensive side for others. They can struggle with feeling numb to pain personally because they don't readily identify with their own pain, but can be spurred to action by someone else requiring healing attention. So our ordinary world understanding really dictates that we're limited by time and space, and we have to choose one side over another because we can't be in two places at once. So this is that reason that we deal with complexity with others and within ourselves with the opposition. So we have to learn to break free from these limitations during personal shamanic journey. That means receiving instinctual information. We have to learn to break free from this idea that we can only be in one place at one time. that it can only be the rational or the irrational, and they're seemingly an irreconcilable difference. So we have to break free from that limitation during that instinctual journey. That means receiving of that information, because that other world we're visiting, that world of instinct, that world of instinctual response, that's unbound by the physical laws that really dictate the everyday, mundane, three-dimensional environment. It's beyond that. So this is balanced by that coming back into rational reality after we pay exclusive heed to that instinctual information. And then we can then correctly respond to that. With the in conjunction between Mars and Chiron, it brings a lack of trusting that sacred warrior within oneself, and can bring a questioning of one's actions and responses. Struggling with feeling out of sync with what one needs to heal, or out of sync with one's instincts. The timing is off regarding the confidence to access instinct and act on it without a fear of consequence. So feeling disconnected from instinct is the point of pain. A lack of confidence in what one should do when rattled or wounded, and looking outside of oneself to get a hold of another's instinct to inform them of what they should do to heal. So often, consequently, we're going to be getting bad advice and being misled or finding incomplete information or care when we're doing that, when we're looking to bring that instinct from outside of ourselves and act on someone else's instinct that we can trust. So that stems from the self-view that one is unaware of how to connect with their inner shamanic guide, their own instinct, and then to respond correctly. The septile brings a scientific approach to understanding how to access instinct for healing. The best training for a warrior is not just endless war games. Hours of observation allow a warrior to learn how to open up beyond the body, listen with the whole being, and sense the world around him. So the septile allows one to understand how purpose in nature can create healing, can result in healing. How we can take one natural thing and scientifically make it into another. The Navile brings the sacred warrior archetype to accept a place of spiritual mastery or teaching in one's life. We're called to our Naviles. We earn them by going through the stages of preparation that lead to that summons. A quiet appreciation, even a reverence for how the cellular self, the physical self, can mingle with the spiritual self and link the two worlds. So we find a joy, even a glee, in employing our instinct to prevail in such a way that helps us to meet our mission. We can strengthen our faith in all by paying heed to our instincts with the Navile, and often sacrificing our rational understanding in that moment that we listen to that purely spiritual self and then come back to rational self. The quintile brings a talent for listening to instincts. We become uniquely known for how we take action at the slightest prompting with the quintile. So we're going to be spurred to perfect the ability to correctly respond to instinct by honing it, by practicing it, and by mastering it. So we play our instincts like an instrument when we have the quintile involved. We practice until we are perfect. The shamanic warrior then becomes part of our unique personal expression. We feel that we're creative when we're connected to and responding to instinct. The sextile and the trine link our instincts and healing easily as a guiding principle in our life. We even take it for granted that that cellular information is correct in regards to what we need to heal and what we need to heal others. And we can easily handle and learn and participate in energetic healing modalities. A softness exists with these particular aspects, an appreciation for the natural, and just sort of just a not questioning when it comes to the instinct rising up and informing us of what is true, what is real, what is that path to healing going to look like for us. So, hope this was helpful. Next video coming up very soon is all outer planets in aspect to Chiron. So that's the last one in the series, and then retrograde planets throughout this week and this weekend and next week. Moving on. See you soon.